grab your chimichangas, grab your Deadpool suit, and for the dudes, keep yourself together because it's about to get real. Deadpool officially has a sequel in development, and this was revealed as of in early September by producer of the current Deadpool film, Simon Kinberg. Now, Simon Kinberg did not specify when the film would come out. All he specified was that he would still produce the sequel. So pretty much it's just really big news thus far, because in the last, say, 6 or 7 years that we haven't really had much of a decent Deadpool anything. I mean, we've had various Deadpool iterations where, whether it be animated, whether it be TV, I mean that's, I guess the same thing, but still. But I mean, we've seen Deadpool in plenty of movies, TV shows, and all that stuff, but we never really got a decent Deadpool, to be more precise. Now, the reason I say that is that there are 3 iterations of Deadpool that exist within the X-Men cinematic universe. And the reason I say that is because we have the Wade Wilson from X-Men Origins that was, according to comic book, was before, I mean not before, was actually a little bit after he was cured of cancer. Well, his healing factor cured his cancer prior to when the beginning of the current Deadpool movie, 2016 Deadpool movie, actually started. So this is actually a timeline for the current iteration of Deadpool. Now, the reason I say that is because I looked into it a little more, and I actually found out that the Ryan Reynolds iteration in X-Men Wolverine Origins is actually the starting stage of the 2016 Deadpool, because as we know in the comic books, Deadpool started off as a soldier and then slowly got stage 4 cancer. So prior to when he went back to his girl back in the beginning of the current movie, he developed cancer, and a new set of teams in the Weapon X program redeveloped him for an entirely new purpose. Now, the only reason I say that because in 2009, they said they would not use the iteration from X-Men Wolverine Origins because they felt like it would be a waste of time, quote unquote. Now, I actually think that's a pretty good idea because, I mean, it's a good idea, but also it would make sense because if they use that iteration from Wolverine Origins, the movie would probably have been Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, much like the comic book. But only except for this Deadpool, it has the powers of each member of certain X-Men, such as Deadpool himself, Wolverine, Cyclops, Wraith, even I think they call him Intelligent. I don't know what his name is. I just thought of something. Anyway, so pretty much this Deadpool that we're going to see next year is an entirely new iteration of what Ryan Reynolds really was after. Now, I'm not going to say too much because I don't really have that much information to go with about the current Deadpool movie or anything for that matter. But to the best of my ability, I think that the next Deadpool film will probably feature 1 or 2 X-Men, like the current Deadpool is going to feature Colossus. But then again, I mean, we have a lot more to go with, partially from Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool and Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine, because from what I've gathered, the producer and creator of Deadpool, Rob Liefeld, actually hinted that Deadpool he actually confirmed that Deadpool would in fact be in the X-Force film, which is another X-Men spinoff with an untitled release date. So even if Wolverine stops being Wolverine, we don't see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine anymore, we still have Deadpool. We have confirmed to be in the X-Force film alongside Cable, which means that Deadpool 2 could be that sequel. It could be the X-Force. It could be just a straight up Deadpool sequel. Now, I'm gonna actually say something out loud that I'm actually thinking about right now. I think that the reason that there is more than one Deadpool film now is due to the fact that comic book writers, comic book readers, fans, and anybody who knows Deadpool is actually still pretty pissed about the fact Deadpool died during the Secret Wars, which I know a lot of you are still thinking about. Excuse me, because that Deadpool has immortality. You feel like, okay, he just got blown to pieces, but he has immortality, so there's no reason for him to even die. Of course, that makes a lot of sense. There's nothing wrong with that. But in a sense, if they do a sequel, if they do the sequel the way I think they'll do the sequel, which will result in killing off Deadpool once and for all, that I think would be the biggest fuck you to every comic book writer there ever was, because not only did they waste the time to create the movie that took almost, in fact, it took more than 11 years to make. The film was in development back in 2004 when Ryan Reynolds was actually there for the project to start with. But even with that, he said no because he had other projects to do. So even with that, if they kill off Deadpool in the next sequel, we're just done, because I think a lot of comic book writers will actually be pretty pissed about it. And I think that the fan base will shorten if that comes to it. And in terms of release year, considering it took, say, 3 or 4 years to actually get this Ryan Reynolds film together, I think it'd probably be, I'd say 2018, 2019, just to be, to think outside the box for a second, because it would take time to get the announcement out the way, and considering Deadpool is less than 3 months away, the next Deadpool will probably come out, say, 2018 to 2019, like I said. So with that, guys, thank you for watching. You Merc with a Mouse. Stay tuned for much more Gamers County. I'll see you guys next time.